Dalat. It's delicious.
This is Vietnam, but not the Vietnam most people expect. High in the mountains, where the air turns cool and fog drifts through the streets, Dalat comes alive after dark in a completely different way. Grills glow softly in the mist. Steam rises from hot food into the night air. People walk slower here, not rushing, not chasing noise, just wandering, eating, and talking. Dalat isn't about chaos or crowds. It's about comfort. This is a city shaped by altitude, art, and quiet nights, where street food is built to warm your hands. Night markets feel intimate instead of overwhelming, and cafes turn into gathering places long after the sun disappears. Tonight, we're exploring Dalat after dark. From local food streets and night markets to the culture and creativity that make this mountain city feel unlike anywhere else in Vietnam. If you enjoy travel stories that go deeper than the surface, hit like and subscribe. It's free, it helps the channel grow, and it lets me keep sharing places like this, one city, one night at a time. Dalat Night Market, where the city gathers after sunset. As the temperature drops and fog settles into the hills, the heart of Dalat slowly migrates toward one place, the Dalat Night Market. This market doesn't explode into life the way coastal cities do. It warms up gradually. Lights flicker on. Charcoal grills begin to glow. Steam rises from hot food and hangs in the cold air, wrapping the entire street in a soft haze. People arrive in layers and jackets, cups of hot soy milk in hand, moving at an unhurried pace. Food here is designed for the climate. Instead of light, refreshing dishes, Dalat's night market focuses on warmth and comfort. Bánh Tráng Nướng, often called Vietnamese pizza, sizzles over charcoal grills. Rice paper layered with egg, cheese, sausage, and scallions, crisping at the edges as vendors flip them with practiced ease. Nearby, skewers of grilled corn and sweet potatoes roast slowly, their natural sweetness intensified by the cold night air. Hot soy milk is poured fresh into small cups, usually paired with warm pastries or fried dough. Locals linger over it, standing in loose circles, talking quietly while their hands warm around the cup. It's not fast food, it's social food, meant to be eaten slowly, shared casually, and enjoyed without distraction. The market feels intimate despite the crowds. Families stroll together. Young couples weave through the stalls. Students gather after classes, laughing softly, stopping wherever the smell pulls them in. There's no pressure to move on, no rush to see everything. Dalat's night market invites you to stay. This isn't a place you conquer in one pass. It's a place you return to again and again until the cold finally sends you home. Location: Dalat Night Market, Nguyen Thi Minh Khai Street, Central Dalat. Price range: most street food items range from 15,000 to 40,000 Vietnamese dong, about 60 cents to $1.60 USD, making it easy to try multiple dishes in one night. Local food streets, comfort built for cold nights. Just beyond the glow of the night market, Dalat's smaller streets take over. The crowds thin, the lights soften, and food becomes even more personal. Around the Hoa Binh area, narrow streets fill with family-run stalls that appear only after sunset. These aren't places you plan for. You find them by following warmth. Menus are short and handwritten. Many stalls serve just one or two dishes, perfected through repetition. Grilled corn and sweet potatoes roast slowly over open coals. Sausages sizzle gently, split open and handed over in paper sleeves. Some stalls focus on hot soups and porridges, simple bowls meant to warm you from the inside out. Others serve fried snacks and dumplings, eaten standing, fingers warming between bites. What makes these streets special isn't variety, it's intention. Dalat's food doesn't try to impress, it tries to comfort. Location: small streets surrounding the Hoa Binh area and Dalat Night Market. Price range: 10,000 to 35,000 Vietnamese dong, 0.40 to 1.40 US dollars. Dalat's signature dishes, what locals eat when the air turns cold. Dalat's climate shapes its food in quiet but obvious ways. Cooler nights call for warmth, richness, and dishes meant to be shared slowly. Bánh Tráng Nướng, Dalat's night snack icon. Often called Vietnamese pizza, Bánh Tráng Nướng is the dish most closely tied to Dalat evenings. Rice paper is grilled over charcoal, brushed with egg, topped with cheese, sausage, scallions, and chili, then folded and served piping hot. It's crisp at the edges, soft in the center, smoky from the grill, and best eaten standing in the cold air. Where to try it? Around Dalat Night Market and nearby Nguyen Van Troy Street. Price range: 15,000 to 30,000 Vietnamese dong, about 60 cents to $1.20 USD. Lao Ga La A, chicken hot pot with basil leaves. This is Dalat comfort food at its best. A bubbling hot pot of chicken simmered with La A, a fragrant basil-like leaf, mushrooms, and bamboo shoots, served with noodles on the side. The broth is light but aromatic, designed to warm you without weighing you down. Perfect for cold mountain nights. Where to try it? Local favorites around Phan Dien Phuong and surrounding central streets. Price range: 200,000 to 350,000 Vietnamese dong per pot, about 8 to 14 US dollars, ideal for sharing. Nem Nuong, grilled pork done the Dalat way. Dalat's version of Nem Nuong is smoky, slightly sweet, and served with fresh herbs, pickles, and rice paper. Locals wrap everything together and dip it into a thick peanut-based sauce before eating. It's interactive, social, and often enjoyed early in the evening before the night gets too cold. Where to try it? Small family-run spots near the city center and market area. Price range: 40,000 to 70,000 Vietnamese dong per serving, about $1.60 to $2.80 USD. Hot soy milk and banh teo, the nightcap. As the night winds down, Dalat locals gravitate towards something simple: hot soy milk, often paired with banh teo, fried sesame dough. It's not dessert and not dinner. It's a ritual. Warm, lightly sweet, and calming, usually enjoyed while standing in quiet groups, talking softly before heading home. Where to try it? Soy milk stalls around the night market and Ho Bin area. Price range: 10,000 to 20,000 Vietnamese dong, about 40 to 80 US dollars. Cafes, art and night culture, where Dalat slows down. When the grills cool and the streets grow quieter, Dalat doesn't shut down, it settles in. This is a city built for evenings. Cool air drifts through hillside cafes. Warm light spills from windows onto foggy streets. Inside, people sit wrapped in jackets, hands around hot drinks, conversations unfolding without urgency. Time stretches here, and no one seems eager to fill the silence. Dalat's cafe culture isn't about trends or speed, it's about atmosphere. Many cafes are tucked into old villas, hidden gardens, or narrow staircases that open into softly lit rooms. Music plays low, often acoustic, sometimes live, just enough to accompany the night without overpowering it. Artists sketch quietly at corner tables, students journal, couples talk for hours over a single drink. Walls display local artwork, photography, and handmade pieces that feel personal rather than curated. This isn't nightlife built for spectacle, it's built for reflection. What makes Dalat special is how naturally creativity fits into daily life. Art doesn't announce itself here. It blends in. You stumble across it while wandering, following light and sound through the fog, discovering spaces that feel lived in rather than designed. Outside, the streets remain calm. Motorbikes pass slowly. Footsteps echo softly on damp pavement. The city breathes at a gentler pace, inviting you to match it. In Dalat, nights aren't something you rush through. They're something you sit with. Where to find it? Hillside neighborhoods and central areas around Ho Bin, Tran Phu, and surrounding streets. Price range: hot drinks typically range from 30,000 to 70,000 Vietnamese dong, about $1.20 to $2.80 USD. Farms, flowers, and late-night produce, what feeds Dalat. Dalat's food culture doesn't begin at the grill, it begins in the soil. Surrounding Dalat are farms that supply much of the country's vegetables, flowers, and fruit. Strawberries, artichokes, leafy greens, and herbs thrive in the cool mountain air. And that connection to agriculture never feels distant, even at night. As evening settles in, small produce stalls appear around the city. Vendors sell fresh strawberries by the box. Dried fruits are stacked neatly under warm lights. Artichoke tea, one of Dalat's most famous local products, is poured hot, earthy, and slightly bitter, perfect for the cold air. Flower stalls stay open late too. Bouquets spill onto sidewalks, their colors softened by fog and streetlight. Locals stop to buy flowers not for occasions, but for everyday life. Homes, cafes, quiet gestures. It's practical, not performative. You'll see trucks unloading vegetables near markets, crates being sorted for the next morning. farmers finishing long days as the city begins its nights. In Dalat, food feels cyclical. Nothing is rushed. Everything has a place. This connection to farming explains why Dalat's food feels honest, why it leans toward comfort, why it doesn't try to impress. The city eats what it grows, and it shows. Where you'll see this: around Dalat Night Market, flower streets near Ho Suan Huang, and surrounding central neighborhoods. Price range: strawberries, produce, and drinks typically range from 20,000 to 80,000 Vietnamese dong, about 80 cents to $3. Dalat doesn't overwhelm you. It eases you in. In the warmth of its night market, the comfort of its food streets, the quiet hum of cafes, and the rhythm of its farms and flowers, this city reveals itself slowly. One step, one breath, one night at a time. This is Vietnam at a different pace. Colder air, softer lights, longer conversations. Here, food isn't rushed, nights aren't loud, and culture isn't performed, it's lived. If you enjoyed this journey through Dalat after dark, hit like and subscribe. It's free, it helps the channel grow, and it lets me keep sharing places like this. One city, one street, one night at a time. And tell me in the comments, would you come to Dalat for the food, the atmosphere, or the quiet?